Hello friends, I am Dr. P. Parmar from KGDM Arts, Commerce and Science College, Nifad, District Nashik, Maharashtra State. The topic of my presentation today is importance of communication skills. The objective of this presentation is to increase adaptability at home and work and to learn effective communication skills. Let me begin with a very simple question. We all communicate in our daily life, but are we successful in it? This means that many a times, though we communicate with our friends, with our relatives, with our students, we are not successful in our communication. The clash results from a miscommunication and it leads to misunderstanding, and because of misunderstanding there is break in relationship. It leads to feeling of loneliness, and finally it leads to frustration. So these are the consequences of miscommunication. Let us first try to understand what is communication. Communication is the transmission of an idea, feeling, so that the sender and receiver share the same understanding. Communication is not a mysterious process. It takes place when the ideas from your mind are transferred to another's and arrive intact, complete, and coherent meaning. Let us try to understand the types of communication. The first type is one-way communication, when the speaker is speaking and the listeners, the audience is listening. The second type of communication is two-way communication. For example, two friends are talking on a phone call. And the third type is one-to-many communication, in which conferences usually the speaker speaks and the listeners listen. Let us try to understand features of effective communication. The first feature of effective communication is active listening. The second feature is eye contact. The third is posture. The fourth one is simple language. And the fifth one is questioning skills. What are the benefits of effective communication? It results in quicker problem solving, better decision making, healthy relationship, and we are able to establish a good rapport with our listeners. It creates a favorable impression and it results in development of better professional image. Now let us try to understand the process of communication and effective communication by way of one example. Vijay and his wife Vijaya plan an evening out with their son Vinay. Vijay on telephone call says to Vijaya that I will pick you and Vinay at 6 p.m. Accordingly, Vijaya is very happy. She says, we will be ready. But by 6 p.m., Vijay neither reached nor has he called to his wife. Vijay returns at home at 8 p.m. Now you can imagine what might be the situation. Fortunately, Vijay has effective communication skills. So look at how Vijay communicates with his wife. He says, "I am really sorry, my darling, for today, but I had a very important meeting. But I have brought a dinner from same restaurant, and tomorrow I will take a day off and we will definitely go outing." You see, now instead of quarreling, Vijay effectively persuades his wife by telling the reason why he couldn't come at home in time and couldn't take both of them on a dinner. He justifies that there was an important meeting. So while you communicate with others, bear in mind that when you are not able to keep your promise, always give reason why you couldn't keep your promise. Here you can see that Vijay effectively communicates the reason why he couldn't come on time and take his wife to dinner as he promised. The second thing is that he persuades that he has brought dinner from the same restaurant. So this is why his wife, now successfully convinced that at least she is not taken to dinner, but husband has brought dinner from the same restaurant. So he has also saved her efforts to cook dinner at this 11th hour. So this is the communication skills that Vijay has expressed in this example. This skill in communication avoids misunderstanding and quarrel. Now let us try to understand the difference between hearing and listening. You see, hearing is physical exercise. It's a physical process. It's natural, but it is passive. On the other hand, listening is physical as well as mental process. The difference between hearing and listening is that hearing is passive but listening is active, and listener is more active while listening. Listening is hard. You must choose to participate in the process of listening. Now let us see some of the tips to become an effective communicator. And before going to see how to become an effective communicator, let us first understand what are the tips to become a better listener. Number one, don't talk, listen. Don't jump to conclusions. Listen between the lines. Ask questions and paraphrase. If you are not able to understand what the speaker is saying, don't jump on the conclusion, but ask questions. You can ask him, "Pardon me, please repeat your question." And when you understand his question, and then try to give answer. Don't get distracted by the environment. Means if somebody says that your friend is talking about you, he is a kind of environment which is trying to distract you. So don't rely on whatever your friend is telling about other friend, but you try to find out what exactly your friend is telling about you instead of listening from the third person. Keep an open mind. Be ready. Be willing to listen. Be willing to listen to someone else's point of view and ideas. In a discussion, particularly when somebody wants to talk, and you should not always force that you will speak and others should listen. Others also have similar right to talk in communication, and it is not like that you yourself will only talk and other people will listen. And the last one is provide feedback. Feedback. When you are listening, you can give feedback like yes, okay, fine, good. These kinds of feedback helps the speaker that you are following him or her take advantage of your brain power. Improving verbal communication skills, eliminate noise, as I have already told you, get feedback. Body language is very important while communication. Speak slowly and rephrase your sentence. There is no need to speak fast, otherwise people will not understand what you are telling. Don't talk down to the other person. Give the other person also chance to speak. No loose talk. Listen carefully and patiently. The other person should also realize that you are giving him equally importance. Use humor as and when it is possible for you, but the humor should be appropriate, to the point, related to a particular situation. Speak in natural tone. As it increases, it creates a warm environment. Sometimes it happens that you are talking and people believe that you are not talking, but you are actually quarreling with the other person. So speak in a natural tone. Ask a specific question when you want to specific answer. Get a specific answer. For example, are you coming? Yes or no. Specific question, specific answer. We must respect the listener. We all have sense of self-esteem and we expect to be treated with politeness. So as we expect from others that he should give us respect, so we should first give respect to other person. That is what is called as empathy. Empathy means considering yourself into other person's shoes. Recall any incidents where you were humiliated. You will automatically realize that how people feel when they are humiliated. So at the end, if you follow these tips to become an effective communicator, you will become a successful person. In the global and diverse world, we require excellent communication skills. If you are an excellent communicator, you will be able to make your dreams success. To conclude, we will achieve our goal and become successful in life. Thank you very much. Wish you a happy journey of life. Thank you.